What I come to realize is that we really need to be true to ourselves in all parts, in all areas of life. And when it comes to manifesting what we want, when it comes to building a life for ourselves that we feel fulfilled with, it is even more so important. A huge part of our manifestations are hidden, they're unseen because they might be in our unconscious mind, or we might not even yet want to admit it that what it is that we are seeing within ourselves. So, today we're going to talk about one part of the unseen, one part of the hidden secrets of your manifestations, and that is about your daydreams. So, this video is for you that are big dreamers and also you that want to know a little bit more about your daydreams in general and what that can mean to you. Today's gonna be 100% my own experience. I do see myself like this big dreamer, and I've been having lots of fun with it. I have been having my daydreams as my best friend, and also I realized at times that that hasn't been my best friend either. We have been working against each other, my daydreams and my conscious mind. For those interested, I will also post a video in the coming days. So for those of you that want a little bit more in depth in what your daydreams is about, what you can expect for those, what hidden desires, what hidden thoughts that you have around your daydreams, and to understand them more, how you can empower yourselves within your own daydreams. So we will have a reading about this on this channel. So what you can do is to subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification, then you will know when I post new videos. So when you're drifting in your thoughts, you're going somewhere else, right, in your thoughts, but you're still having at some point some kind of experience. It is the same if you are talking with someone or you're having a discussion and dialogue in your head about something what you're planning to do next or whatever it might be. That is also an experience that is happening within you. Everything is happening within you, right? And that is also for daydreams, but we are not that conscious about it. Maybe we're not that aware of that is happening because our mind drifts away. So these hidden secrets, these hidden details that our daydreams are carrying around with are actually very important to us, because we can go around and have certain attitude. I will give you an example. Let's say you're picturing yourself being a social setting. Let's say an event, and at that event, maybe you will have that event actually in the 3D world. So you are about to go there, but you're daydreaming about it before. Maybe you're daydreaming about what kind of dress or suit you will wear. Maybe you're daydreaming about what kind of people you will talk to, and so on. And let's say you're having daydreams in other areas too. Then you start to have a lot of daydreams. And in those dreams, you have an experience, because everything is happening within ourselves, in our minds, right? Maybe you're thinking about what kind of jokes you will make, or something like that, right? The thing is here that these daydreams do carry a lots of hidden symbolism, a lots of hidden messages for maybe how you see yourself, for what attitudes that you have, how you do want to approach other people, maybe how you want to be in certain settings. And the question is, are you like that in the 3D world? So I will give you a couple of examples how daydreams can be a help for you, how you should actually embrace your daydreams, but also in what areas maybe you should look at your daydreams and see, here I can empower myself even further. In my experience, daydreams carrying a lot of messages around your desires in regards to bigger goals, bigger passions, or desires in regards to how you want to become or be as a person, in desires what kind of relationships you want, what kind of connections that you want, and also desires how to express yourself more, express your truth, and express your emotions. So many times we can create this daydreaming instead, almost like we are creating a comfort zone, our own place for ourselves, that everything happens in our favor and everything happens within our control. And sometimes we can also trick ourselves that it happens for our favor, but that's not maybe the case always. So understanding our daydreams is also a way to advancing our ways to understand how we manifest and what we are manifesting. When I really started for a while, because in the beginning it needs practice, like with everything, right? When I really started for a while to document and go through my daydreams, becoming aware of what is happening within my mind, I started to realize that I do have a lot of desires that I'm today not acting on up on. But I also realized that there are a lot of things, relationships, attitudes, approaches, everything like that in general that I'm manifesting. But I realized that that is not what I want to manifest. That is not what I want for an outcome in my life. But that is exactly what I'm thinking into existence in. And nowadays, when I'm starting to be aware of my daydreams and aware of what they're doing, what they're thinking, what they're manifesting, I can so much easier also register thought patterns that is not helpful for me and thought patterns that I want to change. It's also a good opportunity for me to understand, okay, now I need more rest. Now I need to explore my creative sides. Now I need to express my imagination and my creativity more, because there are many studies that also show that daydreams are very good to us. And I know that myself because it really is. And it is a way to take a break. It is a way to take a mental break from whatever you are doing. So I think that we should give ourselves the opportunity to daydream and also give our thoughts and open up to our own imagination more, open up to expressing our creativity. So, how do I use my daydreams, my imagination, my wishful thinking in my mind to create a better outcome for myself? And this I already mentioned, but it is so important. Daydreams gives you a golden opportunity to be aware of and getting noticed what direction you are ahead. What is it that you are manifesting? Are you having a certain attitude? Are you in a certain setting when it comes to your daydreams? Are you talking with a certain person? Does that person have abilities or anything else that is in something that you yourself want to carry around with as well? Another thing is that for me, daydreams is also giving me this emotional and mental freedom. It opens up for me expressing myself in whatever ways I want to, even though they're not always what I want, but it's almost like a kind of a dream work actually, because when you're working with sleeping dreams, for example, that's a way to understand your unconscious mind and understand the symbolism, the language that your unconsciousness are speaking to you. Daydreams is the same, but here is a new level as well. And I do believe that we need to understand both our dreams when we're in sleep state, our daydreams, and also our desires, goals that we very consciously are aiming at towards, because these are all aligned with each other and they should be aligned with each other. It's just that our thoughts is happening almost like in different energies, different dimensions. Also, by daydreaming, you get the opportunity, you give yourself the opportunity to cleanse, and particularly emotionally or mentally cleanse your body. You're taking a break and cleansing emotionally what you need to cleanse. So you walk away from where you are right now and opening up towards yourself. And because of that, if you're starting to understand your daydreams and understand what the hidden language is in these daydreams, what is it that you're manifesting, you will also get into a better alignment with yourself, and that you will get into a flow. And this is really to understand and getting a deep understanding about what is happening in your unconsciousness, and also how can you be more conscious about the actions that you're taking in your mind in regards to daydreams. So sometimes we can also be having daydreams for a long time. There are some studies that actually shown that some people daydream up to 4 hours a day. That's like after work, I have around 4 hours left before I go to sleep. So that's my spare time. And what we create there, what we do there, will be an experience within ourselves, but it will not be an experience in the 3D world with other people. So, and that can be a theme that you can be doing for a long while, because you once again have been created this comfort zone within yourself. And by the way, if you do want me to dig deeper into one of the points or one area in regards to daydreams, let me know. Comment, give it likes to this video, because I love to talk about this as well. So it's win-win. It's I have a really enthusiasm towards daydreams. Anyhow, what I was saying is that you can have hidden desires that you've been longing for a long, long while. Let's say you have had with certain persons during certain periods. So at one time you have the same almost daydream with one person, and then you maybe meet a new person and you have the same almost daydream with that person, and the same, and it continues that way. And suddenly you have grown. Maybe that started when you were young, or maybe that started for a couple of years ago. That is a lost. That is something telling a big, big detail. Like, hey, listen, there is some desires that you have here, and you have it with different people, but you have the same desire. Why do you have that? Because if that desire would have been fed, you wouldn't have that emotional hunger, and then you wouldn't be daydreaming about it either. And also, what I believe makes many people sad is that something might happening in the mind. They're picturing, let's say once again, a certain relationship. That's an easy like an example. They keep on telling themselves that this relationship is so good, and in the daydreams they're picturing like you're doing something with this person, you're having activities that you want, you have the conversations that you want, and everything like that. In the 3D world, it is a difference. It is a conflict there between those two, because maybe it doesn't happen in the way that you want to, because obviously it can, because you have another person. You can never know what the other person will respond to you, how that person will respond to you. Then you keep on telling yourself in your daydreams that this is a good relationship, this is a great relationship, we have these good conversations and everything, but it doesn't happen here. But you have the experience here in your mind, right? So for you, you do still feel that experience, even though you also feel the experience of something else. Like, this is something that doesn't fit up. There's something that doesn't add up. You might have still more difficulties in leaving that relationship quickly, because you're experiencing both parts. So then it might be difficult for you to leave. And what we also can do is that, let's say you have a desire about a certain passion, you want to work with a certain thing, and you're creating this lovely picture of what will be happening, progress that you will doing, and everything like that. Maybe it doesn't happen in the way that you want to in the 3D world yet, or maybe there are some doubts in your daydreams, or maybe there is some kind of focus that you not yet have registered is not the correct focus, so it will not manifest itself in the 3D world. And also for many, that can be to create a comfort zone. Let's say you have a little bit fears about taking that step, but you're creating it in your mind all the time. So it doesn't feel that far away, or it doesn't feel like that is such a difference from your daily life in general, because every day you go in and daydream about that specific desire. What happens is that you're resisting your call. What happens is that you're creating a comfort zone and not acting on it in the 3D world. Another thing when it comes to daydreams is that we can have these deeply rooted desires, as I've been talking about, right? And those desires might we have been wanted to express for a while, or let's say we have wanted to express a side of us, we can say as well. And what we do picture ourselves in our minds is that we are expressing this emotion, we're expressing this emotion, but maybe we're too shy, or we do not believe in ourselves for some different reasons. We do not act on it. Then we will, that's good, we will express it to ourselves, so that's a good start, but we will never walk in our real truth, because we will never express it in all lives of our areas. So it will be, once again, an internal conflict. The last things I do want to say about daydreams is that when we are starting to work with our daydreams, when we're starting for a while, And what I'm saying for a while is that because many get scared that, oh, do I always need to be that conscious about my daydreams? That's my escapism. That's where I go to express myself. That's where I go to plan. That's where I go to just like have this emotional freedom. You will still have it, but you will have them even more empowered. With mental practice in general, I do believe that at times we need to go back to it, at times we need to practice it more, at times we need to practice it less. So apply it for your journey, how where you are and how much you need that kind of practice. If you're starting to practicing and understanding what your daydreams are telling you, you will understand, okay, what your desires are, what your passions are, what is it that you're manifesting, actually what direction are you ahead, and what is it that you want to express, and in what areas are you emotionally hungry, and are you feeding those needs in the 3D world? Are you longing for something? Are you missing out on great connections because you have pictured yourself something particular and the outcome will not be the same, so you will be disappointed? Or are you not acting once again on having a good connection in the 3D world, but you're focusing on having it in your daydreams? When you're starting to realize those patterns, you will be able to create the outcome that you want, the outcome that you seek. So that's why these details are so important, because they are giving you the answers. You are carrying around with the answers. And nowadays, when I have empowered my daydreams, I can really use my daydreams for a rest, for break without escaping from reality. I can use my daydreams for vision work. That is almost one of the biggest things, because I really know how I can put my imagination and picture me something, envision something, have like a dream work practice. And now my mind zooms away in this direction. Is this a right direction or not? So this gives me an internal map, constantly on daily basis, an internal map. Where I'm ahead, where am I going? And it also gave me an opportunity to express and explore my feelings. And nowadays, when I act on it as well, because I didn't do that before many times, but now when I started to realize that what I'm daydreaming about, and if it's something that I want to express, I also need to take action on that. And then I first can express myself freely, fully, and then I can adjust in how I want to express it. So that has really become a tool for understanding how I can live out my life fully, and at the same time co-creating the best possible outcome with the world. And also, why not create your dream life in your reality, in your conscious experience? Why create that dream life only inside of your mind? Why not create that in all parts of your life? So I will be posting a reading about this in the coming days. Subscribe to my channel and push the push the notification bell, so you will get notified when I'm uploading new videos, because then you will also see when I'm uploading this video. If you are looking at this video after I posted the other reading, you will also be able to see a link to that reading in the description. I wish you a good day. Take care. See you next time.